is your girl Bethel, and we're here with Let's Talk About It. I'm here with my crew. I have Moni, I have Tia, Saundra, and Tammy. Hey, ladies. Hey. So, you know what? Today, I have a question for you guys. I'm going to read some names, and I want you to tell me what all of these people have in common, if you can. Okay, here we go. Solange, Adele, Bradley Cooper, Lady Gaga, Kim and Kanye, Jennifer Gardner and Ben Affleck. What do they all have in common?
Celebrities?
Recently divorced.
Oh, wow.
All divorced.
Wow. Okay.
Unfortunately, in today's world, the divorce rate is so high. They say that divorce is the single most tragic event that can happen to an adult that causes the most pain and hardship, second to losing a child.
Ooh, wow.
That's how painful a divorce is. Okay? So we'll talk about this when we come back. Be back in a minute. So we're back, ladies, and the topic is divorce. And why do you think they categorize divorce as being the single hardest hardship and the most single event that causes the most pain to any adult that's gone through it, second to losing a child? That's painful.
That's painful.
It's looked at as a loss.
Yeah.
You know, it's a grief process. It's a grieving process because when you're married, you're doing everything with that person. You know, you become accustomed to that person, waking up to that person, going to sleep with that person, doing everything with that person. So now, if you was married for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, and it's sad to say marriages aren't lasting that long anymore, but when you get divorced, it's a loss. It's, you know, you have to grieve. So it's like a death. It's like a death. So it hits hard. So it's you know, it's a process for that person to get over. They're gonna have that pain. It's like it hitting the chest. You know, I've never been divorced, but I know that that's something that people are going through on a regular basis. That pain.
Well, I am a divorcee. And I can tell you that it is a serious adjustment.
Yes.
Whether your marriage was good or bad. That's why so many people stay in bad marriages, because it's so hard to break up. The thought of the breakup is what keeps people together, even in a dysfunctional family. You know, just the thought of divorce, because it's so devastating.
I agree. I'm freshly divorced, and it is a loss. It's a partnership loss. You sign on to have this partner. You know, when you get married, you feel like, hey, I'm gonna grow old with this person, and then it don't work out. And comfortability makes you stay, because I should have been divorced years ago. But it was the comfortability, the stability, you know. But it was unhappy. Unfortunately, you have to go. At some point in time, you have to realize sometimes people outgrow one another. You could be growing and someone's standing still. Now, do you lower your growth? Do you stop growing because your mate decide they're stopped? Or do you keep going? I choose to keep going.
Right.
So, you know, it's
so let me ask you a
painful.
question. As being a divorcee and being married, where did you guys like get counseling? Like, where did it come in to say, okay, these vows mean everything is for better, for worse? If you're growing, I'm not growing, what do I do to help you grow? Is divorce really an option? You know?
We did not seek counseling. We outgrew each other spiritually. We are unevenly yoked. And I'm led by God. And if you can't be led by God, there's no way I can follow you. There has to be a separation.
Well, in my situation, we did go to counseling. We did everything. And it was a young marriage. And I want to say that a lot of people put that on marriage like, okay, we got married too young. It's not really about that. You have a person that's committed, and sometimes the other one is not as committed. It has nothing to do with you were too young. You know, I love to see marriages that have lasted from their youth up, because they are out there. I love to see it. I love to see love. So when I see a couple that has been committed for 40, 50 years, it you know, it's doable. But again, like you said, equally yoked. All of that matters. Are you equally yoked with that person? You know, are your beliefs that person's beliefs? You know, if you say, you know what, I don't want children and that one wants children. Listen, if you have a high sex drive and that one don't have a sex drive, listen, all of these things matter. You have to know the person that you're marrying.
Absolutely.
Or it will not work out. Nowadays, people jumping into bed, they don't even know the person's last name. Okay, and then you wonder why we don't have anything in common, because you never knew.
each other.
You never knew who I
You
was.
only saw me.
You met them
You didn't feel me.
representative.
You didn't know me. You only saw
And
me.
then some people get
Yeah.
married to perception of what they believe you to be, as opposed to who you actually are.
Wow.
Yes.
What are the possibilities of what you can become,
Mhm.
not realizing that you're not that, and not even understanding the steps that it'll take for you to become that.
Somewhere along the line, you're going to just be staying with that person. And believe it or not, by the time you decide to get a divorce, the marriage has already been over for years. It just doesn't, divorce just doesn't come like that. The marriage was already broken. It was already broken. Yeah,
It was the comfortability
Mhm.
that was making this bad.
absolutely.
I used to did not believe in divorce, but then as I got older, I'm like, I see the reason for it. I know there's a vow that people take, and they say till death do us part, and I think our thinking is limited in that, because we're actually thinking of the physical death, but sometimes it's the spiritual side. We're not linked together anymore. There's an emotional death. There's a financial death. That's all. You know what I mean? I'm bringing, you taking, like, you like. So, with that being said, I mean, my parents, they were together for 30 years, and I know my dad stepped out of the marriage a few times. I wanted my mom to divorce him, but she didn't. You know. But again, with that being said, I do believe that divorce should be, you know, on the table. But I know you shouldn't. I guess plan for a marriage if you're planning for divorce at the same time. But I do believe you should be open-minded and spend enough time with that person. I think premarital counseling is good, but nothing is 100%. Just because we go to premarital counseling don't mean when we get married we're going to stay together 50, 60 years. You know what I mean? It doesn't, but anything to be, I guess, proactive and alleviate, you know, certain things. It's always helpful. So, you know, I can't imagine what divorce is like. But if it's how you ladies say, I definitely wouldn't want to go, you know, through it.
It's funny that you would even mention that you wanted your parents to get a divorce, when a lot of people call themselves staying together for the children, and to hear you say from a child's perspective that you actually wanted them to get a divorce is eye-opening, because they actually say that it's not good to stay for the kids because you do more damage than good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, audience, hit us up. Let us know what you think about this divorce, equally yoked. What are your thoughts? We'll be back in a minute. And next up, we have Moni's health tips for today. What you got for us, Moni?
Hey, I'm your girl, Moni. And by now, you've probably heard about some of the health benefits of uses of apple cider vinegar. More and more people are discovering its multi-purpose benefits and using it as a one-stop shop for daily needs. So here are some uses for apple cider vinegar that will inspire you to incorporate it into your daily routine every day. Apple cider vinegar helps in controlling the blood sugar levels. It is antibacterial and prevents infection. It may aid in weight loss by changing the way the gut bacteria processes the fats. It helps in the reduction of blood pressure. It reduces high cholesterol levels. It helps in regulating body pH, which is good. It is supposed to help in detoxification of the body. It improves cardiovascular health. It is supposed to prevent cancer. It treats dandruff. It helps reduce the swelling of the vagina, aka vaginitis. It soothes the affected area in acne, calms insect bites when applied to the affected area, and it relieves sunburn when applied to the areas as well. And it helps getting your skin clear. So get yourself some apple cider vinegar. Daily, all you got to do is take a shot in the morning and a shot at night, or a tablespoon or teaspoon, however you prefer. Put it in some lemon water and chuck it down before you eat anything. So go on, grab your shot of apple cider vinegar to start your day. And once again, I'm Simone Shoemake, aka Moni G's, with your healthy tip of the day.
Up next is Atia with What's Trending.
Hi, I'm your girl Atia, and here's what's trending. Women in business is trending right now. While the world is facing a global pandemic, social uprisings, as well as many other uncertainties in the world, women are finding ways to reinvent themselves. While they are the group that are losing their traditional jobs faster than anybody else, they are also the group that is creating jobs and becoming self-employed, self-sufficient, and just doing the darn thing. Women are everywhere starting clothing lines, nail salons, hair salons, rapping, singing, creative arts, podcasts. They are doing tremendous things to create wealth for themselves as well as their families. They are becoming investors. They are hitting the stock market. Women are popping up everywhere, having their way and doing their thing. Are you a part of this trend?
Thanks again, Atia, for that wonderful information. Okay, up next, we have Saundra with Explain Yourself.
So you can't wear white after Labor Day, or they say you shouldn't wear white after Labor Day. But isn't it always after Labor Day? So who tells us we can start wearing white before Labor Day? Society, explain yourself. Some bull crap. What?
All right, so up next, we have Tammy with the Artist Spotlight. Tammy, who is it today?
Hey fam, it's your girl Tam, and the showcase for tonight is Anisha Stroman, a singer. I've had the opportunity to work with Anisha on several projects, and I simply love her, and I love to hear her sing. You don't believe me? Let me let you hear it for yourself, okay? And her contact information will be at the bottom, and if you contact her, please don't forget to say you heard her here, or let's talk about it. Now let's hear her.
I must have rehearsed my lines 1,000 times until I had them memorized. But when I get up the nerve to tell you the words, they never seem to come right. If only you knew how much I do love you. If only you knew I do love you. I dreamed of moments we shared, could probably care less about.
And thank you again, everybody. We come to the end of another show. It was wonderful. And as always, I pray that you continue to walk in God's purpose and the purpose for your life each and every day. Be blessed.
And you talented artists out there, we'd love to put the showcase on you.
And if you have something you need to get off your chest, this is the platform to do it.
We'd love to hear your thoughts and comments about today's show.
So go ahead, hit us up. Our name is our address.
And with that said, we ask you to come back and see us next time on
Let's talk about it.